Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And yeah, today we're going to be talking about Hedera Hashgraph. We're going to be talking about a few things, but yes, I do think that it is about to go fully parabolic, and we're going to be talking about that as well. So overall, let's just jump into the market, let's refresh things, and let's check out what is happening. So with the market being up significantly, we do see Bitcoin is up 2.10%. It's up 5.54% on the 7-day span. Ethereum's also up. There are some key levels. The crypto market cap is up about 1.95% as well, up to $2.15 trillion. Fairly good to see. Now, overall, HBAR is not making that strong of moves just yet. It's still ranging around the 42-cent to 43-cent zone. Still up about 13.18% on the 7-day span. Nothing too crazy to really kind of report on in that sense. Now, I do think that we are going to get to the point where we pretty much pull a near in terms of the chart over here. And I think that we are basically nearly at the bottom end of that chart. I think that we are almost ready to go on that next parabolic move. And we're going to be talking about that, and we're going to be talking about some interesting things as well. So next, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about LCX. So obviously, as you guys know, I've been telling you guys about LCX for a fairly long time. I've been talking about it for a fairly long time as well. And you know, when we talk about it about this, it was at a $48 million market cap when this individual tweeted this out. I think when I was talking about it, it was at like, I think it was even below that. I think it was at like maybe 20 million or something like that. But they are partnered with QNT. That are also partnered with HBAR and a few other things. But they are partnered with QNT for CBDC settlements. It's even on QNT's website. Obviously, LCX is a huge asset. Now, if you guys did listen to me, you could have got this asset for under 4 cents. You could have got it at about 3 cents. I hope everybody who was watching that video did listen to me. This is still a micro cap asset sitting at about $115.2 million in terms of market cap. I don't tell people to buy the tops or anything like that or FOMO into the tops. That is exactly why I told you guys to buy at about under 4 cents. It was at like 3 cents or something like that back here. Anyways, I hope that you guys listened to me. If you didn't, it's totally fine. You're still fairly early on the project, but I'm not going to tell you guys when to buy because I'm going to let you guys do your own research. But 8,000 holders, that's very significant. There's not too many individuals that are actually holding this. We even see that only 10% is actually held by the biggest address, which is nothing to really worry about. In terms of the market for this one, if you guys did want to buy this, it is on a few exchanges, not really too many. I mean, you can get it on Sushi Swap, Uniswap. That's where I bought mine. Again, it is what it is. You got to pay those gas fees to pretty much get into these low cap gems, but when they really move, you could pretty much easily make back what you paid in gas fees. But this one is very interesting in regards to what it's doing. So if you guys did want to get into LCX, I mean, I don't know when the good entry it would be. I mean, maybe now. I don't know. It looks like it kind of bottomed out at 16 cents, but who knows? Now, I do want to talk to you guys, obviously, about HBAR as well, as we do see more and more volume kind of flowing out of it. I'm obviously waiting for us to get more volume in so that we could see some more upward momentum. I think that right now we're almost at the bottoming stage. I think realistically we could see more downward momentum, but I don't know. And the reason why I say that is because it almost looks like it's fully bottomed out here. Yeah, sure, we could see about 42 cents being the bottom, or even 40 cents, 41 cents being the bottom, but we already kind of bottomed out yesterday on that. So that looks like some strong support to me, especially even going back on the 7-day span. 40 cents would be the more logical basis for it, but I think that will pretty much range around here until people are done pretty much accumulating their bags. But overall, I think HBAR is more than ready to move. And I also want to show you guys this little meme here. So we do see, HBAR basically being the biggest whale on the food chain, basically swallowing up the entire market of Ethereum, Bitcoin, fiat. And I do think that we get to that point, especially when we talk about, $100 plus per HBAR. That is why I even said, this HBAR under a $1 trillion market cap is still undervalued for what it is worth. This bull run, I've told you guys that I'm expecting, $3 to $5 or $3 to $6 realistically, with highs being $10 to $15 plus. Again, if you guys do want to know my exit strategy, it is on my website. But overall, when we talk about these assets, they have a very significant basis behind them that could actually allow them to hit those major price targets. For an example, we even see here, HBAR is the ultimate crypto in terms of functionality with HCS, which is the Hedera Consensus Service, and HTS, which is the Hedera Token Service. 100 transactions per second smart contracts in terms of security with ABFT, consensus forkless, leaderless, Hashgraph, consensus, and in terms of performance with 3 to 5 second finality, up to 500,000 transactions per second with unlimited transactions per second once sharding is in place. This could get very interesting, especially considering the fact, look at the GC member list. It's absolutely crazy. These are just most of the use cases that are on Hedera. Now we also see here, and HBAR is the ultimate crypto in terms of scalability with ABFT sharding up to 500k transactions per second per shard, and in terms of governance with transparent leadership by the world's top organizations, and in terms of decentralization with Hedera nodes on every continent. Again, guys, when we talk about HBAR with all the dApps that are built on it, with all the transactional, value that could be flowed over it in the coming weeks to months, the possibilities are fairly endless on HBAR. And I really do think that at some point in time we're going to see the true value unlocked. And I think that that's when we get to the $1 trillion plus market cap. I think that $1 trillion market cap for HBAR is inevitable. I honestly think that we will basically be the number one asset in the space, or at least in the top three, at some point in time, because I think the top 3 assets, maybe even the top 5 assets, will all be worth $1 trillion plus at some point in time, especially when we get into the fact of, a utility-driven market. I think that we get there soon. So overall, I think that we are going to touch basis on that very soon. Now, obviously, I did ask Christian Hasker today. I said, I'd love to know the tech side details of the transactions per second in comparison of the 10K throttled versus the new improved smart contract HTS implementation. And then I asked him if he could give some clarity, and he did. He said, right now HTS will still be 10,000 transactions per second per token transfers, minting, but now when you need programmability for the periodic smart contract call, those will be hundreds of transactions per second. So this is what I was telling you guys about in regards to why we see, ADA still at number 3 in regards to market cap. There's no doubt in my mind that we will swallow up ADA's market cap and be well, above it, especially even Ethereum, right? Because Ethereum's market cap should not be $404 billion for the amount of transactional fees that occurred over the time period of Ethereum being implemented. Like, we probably could have had well above what the all-time high market cap is for crypto if all that money actually flowed into crypto. So I don't know. I think at some point in time we will swallow up that entire market, and we even see, an individual bringing up the FUD and Christian Hasker saying FUDder's going to FUD, so I'm sure they'll find something else to FUD about. I always like to remember that the F in FUD stands for fear, and those folks FUDding should be afraid. So he knows what the future of HBAR obviously holds, as he does work for Hedera, and I mean, we all know what the future holds for this entire market, including Hedera. So I think it's only a matter of time before we really see that. So we even see here, just like Sol or Solana and QNT, HBAR is about to go on a parabolic move. Velocity of money entering HBAR is being exponentially reinforced via positive feedback loop. This will send HBAR into orbit. It will move up in a straight line, giving the chart the look of a parabola. Now, this is what I was actually kind of addressing in regards to the beginning of this video. So when we talk about the bases, I don't even think that we are in base 4, honestly. I think that we're still in base 3, and I think that we are finishing base 3. We'll most likely get into base 4 once we hit $1 plus, and I still think that we could easily see $10 plus this bull run. Because I think that the parabolic next move is going to really bring us in to what is to come for HBAR. Now, in regards to even, all of these other assets that are going on a parabolic move, we talk about Solana, we talk about, other assets. I don't even think Solana is fully done yet. I think that we will see Solana at a $200 price target again, but I'm not buying into Solana right now. I think that it is, risky. I think anybody who didn't take profit at $200 plus will obviously probably, feel the after effects of that. But overall, when we talk about this market and when we talk about how fast this market could change, I think that HBAR should definitely be considered one of those assets that are going to look very, very different in the coming weeks to months, especially once Bitcoin kind of settles down and kind of starts its upward momentum, which I do think will happen by the end of this month. It could even happen next week. And when we talk about next week, I think HBAR, by the time of the end of next week, is going to look a little bit different in regards to price action, and I think that more volume will flow in. I think that just trying to get to a bottoming point here. I don't think that we go too much lower. Obviously, there's a lot of support at 35 cents. There's a lot of support at about 37 cents, and also up here at that 40-cent zone. So I think there's a lot of support here. I think that there's even a lot of support at 42 cents and at 41 cents. Like I said, I think that the RSI looked good from earlier today in that earlier video. So overall, could we expect HBAR to go on a parabolic move? Yes, and I do think that that's going to happen very, very soon. So with that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys don't want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. Thank you all for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.